Welcome to the last. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. This is not the last part. There's two more parts coming. The final part for the original Steven Universe and God forbid Steven Universe Future, the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. In my opinion, though, you may think it's good, but for me, I don't think it's good. So yeah, let's begin it with it. It all begins. Steven has a little bit of a nightmare. Because of that, nightmare, he has his Spinel to come with him to go to somewhere. The Spinel trusts Steven, so she goes with him. Oh, what a big mistake! When they find it, Pink Diamond recognizes that. No, not Pink Diamond. Spinel recognizes that thing anywhere. That gives her memories of old times. And seeing the blue, she already know. Blue Diamond is here. Blue Diamond just little but appears, mourns about Pink Diamond, and goes away. But due to old habits, Spinel just steps out of grass that they were hiding in, not grass, bush, and just greets Blue Diamond, saying, "My diamond, a." That pink, no, Blue Diamonds said, "Oh my, how do you survive? Did you come along with me? And I don't care, just come with me." And Blue Diamond just kidnapped Spinel. How sad. And with that, on the ship, Spinel's a little bit rude. Like, let go of me, blue rat, or it's like that, to make her get angry and just throw her out. It didn't work. So she had to try something, but before she knows it, Blue Diamond just squishes her so hard that makes Spinel turn back into her Jan form. Steven, seeing this, he's livid. He tries to get in the ship. The door is closed, but thanks to his small size, he managed to get in. He infiltrated in, and once he got in, and he tries to find Spinel. He goes back and forth to places he's been and places he hasn't been, and came across Pink. No, I keep mixing this up, man. And came across Blue Diamond. Blue Diamond and sees Steven, and Steven gets caught, and somehow, unknown reasons, at least to him, he blacks out. But actually, he blacks out because of one of the gems, amethyst. See? And with that, when Steven wakes up, he's in a prison cell. This gives him memories of the time when he got kidnapped a while back. Not good memories. Not good. Steven needs to do something. So Steven just makes his boxing gloves happen again with spikes, and he starts going ham at the wall, and it finally breaks, and he can finally jump down, and when he got down, he sees, no, He's on a completely different planet. This is not good. Or Spinel, this is the no, no, no. So Steven just in utter rage. He turns into his pink Steven form. Without him even knowing, for a split second he becomes pink, raging out with power. He punches the building he was trapped in. The whole building just collapsed, shattering all the gems in it. I know that's intense, not the tone that the real Steven universe would go with, but I'll go with it. Blue Diamond and Yellow Diamond guess I love this. They go to check it out instantly, but when they arrive, they see nothing. But around the corner, he sees a Spinel that looks oddly like the Spinel he used to know a long time ago. He wants to check it out and sees it is a Spinel, but he doesn't know that she's been rejuvenated. And and Steven is just going mad, saying, "Don't you recognize me? Don't you remember me, Spinel?" Spinel just acting stupid, not knowing anything. Steven at that point is breaking down, but he knows he has to stop this somehow. He has to bring back Spinel's memories and try to find a way to take down those diamonds. Cause all he's seen of the diamonds are just pure evil kidnapping his friends and stuff. For all he knows, they're just pure evil. So of course, as a kid with a wild imagination, he would picture them as the bad guy. He would try to go fight them. But with the bubbling rage of Spinel being turned into a shell of her former self, he is absolutely angry. He's mad. His eyes slowly turns pink and he screams to Spinel, "Stay here, don't move, and don't you dare move an inch." Spinel's a little bit scared, says nothing and just stands there for a long time. Steven, in that moment, bursts out in anger, turning into his pink form. And with his flying powers, he just flies straight there. And he screams out, "Blue Diamond, come out! Come out!" The ruckus was made. And who came out? Not Blue Diamond, Yellow Diamond, of course. Steven, not knowing this layout, he went to the wrong place. Yellow Diamond finally understands this pink, fleshy thing destroyed the whole building. And Yellow Diamond asks him, how is he that strong? And Steven tells her, "Mind your own business, Gem. Now tell me how to make my friend regain her memories, or you're dead." For all the diamonds can know, that rejuvenator cannot make gems come back to normal. So she said, go to blue or white diamond. Don't know. Steven thinking, blue, that bastard. Because of that, he doesn't go to blue. and he goes to White. It's, it's not hard to miss. There's a huge statue of her. Genuinely speaking, there is a giant, humongous statue. He he instantly flies in the eye because this time White Diamond doesn't even know Steven is on. And when he sees White Diamond, he's absolutely scared. He thought Opal was giant, but White Diamond, she's humongous. He's a little bit scared because of the height difference. He thinks he might be weaker because he's smaller, but he's still going to fight because he is not weak. Steven puts out his shield, and White said, "We won't be fighting here. Boy, you have something I want from you." Steven is a little bit shocked on how she knows about something. He doesn't know what she knows, but he's a little bit scared of what she knows. Yes, he doesn't know what she knows. Man, that's a little bit complicated. And Steven just straight up just screams and said, How do you know? How do you know I'm the son of Rose Court? How do you know Rose Court is Pink Diamond?" Which are things that White Diamond doesn't know, but Steven's still a kid, so he screams out random shit. White Diamond is surprised, and in that instant, she thinks, with a rejuvenator, this shit too. White Diamond, in that moment, grabs hold of Steven, and like in the show, she sees the gem and pokes it out, making the real deal Pink Steven. And what came there? Steven is dying. Poor Steven, man. And in that instant, more guards came in. But Pink Steven is not having none of it. He decides, I don't care. But White Diamond protests, saying, Pink is more important than anything. You need to bring back Pink. You need to disappear and type shit. And Pink Steven just yells, enough. And Pink Steven just splits every one of those gems, proving them in the process and bubbling them without White Diamond even knowing. But back at home, the corner sees 3 gems just came back in a bubble that looks not even like a bubble. It looks like hexagons. Something is off, and she instantly knew Steven was in trouble, so she warned everybody. Well, in that moment, Pink Steven punches White Diamond in the gut, throwing her back. And in that moment, Pink Steven goes to hug human Steven. And with that, it becomes normal again. Pink Steven and human Steven fuse into one Steven. The original Steven. But it's not over yet. Definitely not over. White is absolutely livid. You dare challenge my orders? Bring back Pink now. I demand you. No, I command you. Sorry, boys. Sorry for the mix-up. And with that, Steven says, "No, you don't command me. I control my own life. Thank you very much. To give you some props, miss, you're better than that blue crap, okay? Be honored." Steven is not in the right state of mind because of Pink Steven's memories of because of him seeing Pink Steven just punch you in the guts and throwing her. Because of that, it rolled her back. He thinks he can do that too, so he's a little bit cocky now, and he said, "See ya, never," and just disappears. But he didn't disappear. He just went in his pink state and just run. Getting Spinel back, and by some miracle he's a ship, and he straight up presses button like Goku did and just blasts off. Yellow is a little bit surprised. White is absolutely angry, deciding to go to Earth immediately. But it's not going to be immediately because obviously it's not going to be. But around the time when they get back to Earth, they need to figure out how to get Spinel back on track. And they need Spinel back now. The diamonds could come any time, any day. So Steven and Pro decides they're going to try to get Spinel's memories. Of course, because of Pro's overprotectiveness, it never happens. Because of that, they had to switch teams. The original troublemakers are back. Fuck Pro, we're getting in Amethyst. Hell yeah. The troublemaker trios, duo, are trying to get the third person back. But eventually, they did get her back. But when they get her back, they see something in the distant bright light. Spinel uses her stretchy powers to make a little binocular, and she sees the diamonds are here. Tell everybody we're going to war. But how long is it gonna take? Just 2 days before they get here. Steven is absolutely frightened, but knows those 2 days he have to learn to master that pink state, or his friends are going to be doomed. He has to master that power at all costs. So him and Garnet trains to maybe get a grasp on his pink state, so they can have some chance at winning or just surviving. They don't know yet how strong they are. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it off there, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Goodbye.